This is the Jeff Kai's Auto Sports Desk.
The Jets trick or treat with the Texans tonight. Big Red tries to bounce back against the Tigers, and the Mets are already making offseason moves. This is the Sports Desk. The New York Jets are set to debut the 9th installment of the horror movie franchise that is their 2024 season. They hope that in this sequel, that the massacre in Texas, well, that ends up as Houston being the victim in the closing credits. The Jets come into Thursday night's game at 2-6 and losers of 5 in a row. The team has not won a game in the month of October. But 4 of those 5 losses during the stretch have been by just 1 score, and 3 of those losses include missed field goals from Greg Zuerlein that would have either tied or won the game for Gang Green. Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers spoke with the media ahead of the trip to Texas about how fans should be feeling at the moment.
The way the season is and the way this game is, we're a couple plays from 4-4, a couple more from 5-3, a couple more from 6-2. Reality is we're 2-6, so backs against the wall, and we got to make some plays and win some games. It's been frustrating for everybody, but still a lot of season left.
Second half of that season starts at 8:15 tonight. Jets will take on the first-place Texans, who are winners of 4 of the last 5 games. Cornell football lost a gut-wrenching 23-21 ball game against Brown last Saturday, that one on the road. A matchup that Big Red found themselves up by 18 near the end of the third quarter. Cornell struggled to get anything going on the ground, though, with only 60 rushing yards. However, quarterback Jamison Wong continued his amazing season, tossing for nearly 300 yards in the air. Brown, though, got the win, making a game-winning field goal with no time remaining in regulation to seal the deal. Cornell head coach Dan Swanstrom said the depth of the team was a crucial reason why they could not add a notch in the win column.
Depth was a huge factor. With us getting worn out, inability to run the football offensively, extending the game, having to throw it a bunch. Those were huge factors, and came down to they made one more play than we did when it all came down to it.
Cornell hits the road once again on Saturday. Big Red is in New Jersey for an Ivy League matchup with Princeton. There's $180 million worth of payroll coming off of the Mets' books for the upcoming season, and the Amazing's management team has already said that, quote, the entirety of the player universe is potentially accessible to us. Well, the first player in that universe inked a deal with the New York Mets earlier this afternoon. The team announced on Thursday the signing of pitcher Dylan Covey. The move is the first of the 2024 offseason, as the World Series is less than 24 hours from being over with. Covey spent last year in the minors, throwing just over 20 innings between AA and AAA. The righty had 19 strikeouts and a 2.66 ERA.
It sounds like the Jets should make a trip out to Cornell, maybe. Sign a kicker.
The Jets need to do something. I mean, it's going to be the scariest movie I watched tonight.
Yeah, no, definitely frightful for sure.
Yeah.
Can't wait for it. Don't go anywhere. We have one final story coming up next.